Hello guys, it's teacher Yolanda here. Welcome to our session 20. For this session we're going to need our Amaze book, we're going to need our homework notebook, and we're going to need our English notebook. So please go and get them. Let's open our Amaze book at page 52 and page 53. We have some new vocabulary and they're not so difficult to guess because they actually put them over here. So we just have to put them in the correct illustration. All of the words have had their vowels taken out, so just put the vowels in the correct place. Also, you have to do the word search. And a clue is that they have given you blue letters. So please pause the video and do it. We're going to check in a few seconds. So these should be the answers that you have. Let's start by repeating the vocabulary. I am going to zoom it in so it is easier for us to see it. So this one, recycle. Again, recycle. That is to reuse, right? To use something again. Now, chemicals. Again, chemicals. The chemicals is not the factory. The chemicals are the things that are spilling here, all the black horrible thing. Now we have smog. Again, smog. When the smog goes into the clouds, as a result, we have acid rain. Again, acid rain. Soil is the dirt where we plant the earth. This one is the garbage. Again, garbage. Garbage is trash. It's waste. It's litter. And this bird is in its habitat. Repeat, habitat. In the word search, we should have these same words that are around here: chemicals, recycle, acid rain, garbage, smog, habitat, and soil. And if we used the blue letters, we had the word ecosystem. Ecosystem. Now, moving on to the next page. The vocabulary words that are there are the following. Please also repeat them. Global warming. Again, global warming. Poisonous spills. Poisonous spills. Now over here we have the word endangered species. Again, endangered species. Next, all these tiny animals, plankton. Again, plankton. Now this fossil represents an extinct species. Extinct species. Okay? Now you have to use exactly those same words to complete the text that's down here. We're going to check them later on in our class. Also, in our class, we're going to check this crossword puzzle and we're going to match and write definitions with these words. They are supposed to be here. Let's do the example because it's already there. It says, a result of global warming is the melting of the ice caps. So, to be honest, you don't need even to match. They are in different colors already. So you just have to write the definitions. Okay? Now, today we're going to make a grammar review. These things that I'm about to teach, you saw it exactly in the same unit, Unit 8, but in 5th grade. So again, this is a review. The review is going to be of zero conditional and first conditional. Zero conditional and first conditional are both the same structure, but for different things. The structure is that we're going to have the condition with if, then one sentence, a comma, and another sentence. Zero conditional is with both sentences in simple present. So we have simple present here and another sentence in simple present. Remember that the difficult thing about simple present is the formula because it's not simple at all. Remember, simple present is not simple and simple past is not simple at all. So, in affirmative, negative, and interrogative, we have always two options. The two options are either the normal verb or the verb with s. The verb with s for he, she, and it. In negative form, we're going to use don't or doesn't. Pay attention, the s is exactly for the same people. In interrogative form, we're going to start with the auxiliary, which is do or does. Again, does. It's for he, she, and it. Then our subject and the normal verb or the stem form of the verb. Okay? Zero conditional is used for always true causes and consequences. This is the most important thing. It's for always true. If they are not always true, don't use zero conditional. Now you have to use first conditional. First conditional, it's only for probable causes and consequences, not always true. That's why I put it in capitals. Let's read the example so we can understand what this is about. If you mix yellow, I'm reading here, okay? If you mix yellow and blue, you get green. When is that going to happen? Always. Always. Why? Because it's like a scientific fact. Yes? And we have simple present and simple present. Mix. Sorry, that was not the one I wanted to use. Okay. Mix and get. Eats and rings. Let's read the second example. When it's time to go home, the bell rings. This at school, of course. Pay attention to the S for he, she, and it. Now, first conditional has a different structure. First conditional is for very probable consequences. So the cause is again going to be in simple present. Pay attention. If you don't wear a sweater in winter, you'll get sick. Now our second part is going to be with future will. If the teacher needs to teach something, she'll make summary. So again, as it is probable, we're going to use future will and the first part with an S. That means it is simple present. Why does it have an S? Because the subject here is teacher. The subject here is bell. Let's see some more. So now the first conditional is the condition with if and the sentence in simple present. Again, simple present is a formula that we have just reviewed. Affirmative, normal verb or the verb with S. Negative, don't, doesn't plus the normal verb. Interrogative form, do and does and a normal verb. And the second part of the sentence will be, the second part of the structure will be a sentence with will. Will is very easy. It's like may and might or can and can't. It's a modal, so we need only will, want, and a normal verb or the stem form of a verb. And want, remember, is the contraction of will not. So, if we see this, is that first conditional is for probable causes and consequences. We have an example. If we continue polluting the planet, global warming will get worse. The condition is going to be always in simple present. And the consequence is going to be always with will. We can invert the order of the sentences. For example, global warming will get worse if we continue polluting the planet. Notice here, if we put an if at the beginning, we need a comma to separate the sentences. But if we don't write if at the beginning, we can use if as a means of separating the sentences. In interrogative form, what we're going to ask is about the consequence. That's the thing that we're supposed not to know. So we're going to start always making the question with will. What will happen if we continue polluting the planet? And the answer would be global warming will get worse. The idea here is to memorize that the cause or the condition will always be in simple present, while the consequence will always be with future will. Following that, we can do sentences like this. If Lucy doesn't do her homework, she won't have good grades. Lucy won't have good grades if she doesn't do her homework. What will happen if Lucy doesn't do her homework? She won't have good grades. Now let's move to our next page, page 55 in the Amaze. In here we have some practice of zero conditional. It says, well, here, if it rains, my car gets wet. When is that going to happen? Always if your car is under the rain. Here we have some more examples. If we throw garbage in the street, pollution gets worse. Again, it's always true. And pay attention, we have simple present, simple present, simple present, and simple present. Everything with zero conditional is simple present. Why? Because simple present talks about routines. So something that is a routine is something that is always true. That's why we're using it in zero conditional. What you have to do next is match. Let's use different colors, shall we? I'm going to help you with the first one. If you drop ice in water, well, I guess this is the illustration. What happens? It floats, right? When is that true? Always true. So please use different colors and do the matching. We're going to check later in our Zoom class. Next page of practicing, it's page 56. Now we're not practicing zero conditional, we're practicing first conditional. Remember, first conditional is for very likely to happen consequences. And we have a change of structure. We have present and we have present. And in the other one, we have future will. Okay? Let's read the example, the one that I've just underlined. If we plant trees, we'll reduce the greenhouse effect. Tigers will become extinct if people hunt them. That's something that's very likely to happen. Now, here they are giving us the prompts. Pay attention, you have all of the prompts. And you have to write the sentences. It says, look and write, fix TV, watch TV. So, let's look at the man. If he fixes the TV, they'll watch it. So, use the prompts to complete the rest of the sentences and we'll check together in our class. Okay, last but not least, remember to do the activities in the PDF file. All the instructions are fully detailed there. And remember to have your activities done before the class, okay? So you can fully participate. So see you in a few minutes, kids. Bye.